opening the bracket. And for everybody just joining us, this is the NACE Starleague Collegiate Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Circuit Finals. I am Mies. That is Nurse, left or right. I'm not sure which way it is, but that is Nurse. Hope you have been enjoying the tournament and the commentary up until this point. It has been a blast. We've had some very, very good sets, seeing some unorthodox characters, seeing schools that are underrepresented or not represented at all, getting to put themselves on the map. And that reason is why I love collegiate tournaments.
Yeah, man, it's been really, really enjoyable to watch so far. And seeing players like Choka, someone we would normally see getting to shine here. We saw NC, the Bowser Jr., making waves. It's been, the matches at the very least have been exciting. And honestly, like Pac-Man, a character who had potential to slow the pace of the game down a lot. But, due to Choka's use of bounce and side B, we actually saw that be a very scrappy game compared to what we might have expected otherwise.
As we get into this next game off the bat, we have Sephiroth versus Castelia? Castelia, there we go.
Yeah, and this is sensational,
isn't it? That's sensational, right? Yeah, okay.
And so this is definitely one of the favorites of the tournament in sensational, but Castelia starting off strong.
Oh my goodness, DDD, another unorthodox character. And again, this is sensational. It's Sephiroth from Northwood University, Castelia from the Rochester Institute of Technology. This is the upper half of top 16. And yeah, that opening stock from Castelia, fantastic against Sephiroth, who was a player who both of us think is probably the favorite.
Yeah, absolutely, but I'm definitely not looking the part right now. Is Castelia on this DDD is making it happen.
Absolutely making it happen. DDD is such a very good character in the right hands because of how good this character is at trapping and punishing. And I really feel like Sephiroth is just falling for some of the DDD cheese and DDD fluff that makes this character very dangerous.
And honestly, Castelia is just willing to let it rip.
And Sensational just getting completely bodied right now. Not what I expected at all, but man, Castelia, we talked about it. A lot of players you may not have.
Did you see that?
What is going on?
Dude, Sensational's getting mixed right now, and the jackhammer's coming up. He's trying to avoid it.
Okay. Bro, I don't know what's happening. Why is everybody so disrespectful in this tournament?
Oh my gosh, Sensational needs a miracle to get himself even back in this game.
Why is everybody in this tournament so disrespectful to one another?
It's actually mean. And this might be another hot take from me, but I think Falcon is like really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. I think Falcon's a little bit underrated, but then again, I watch a lot of Fatality, and Fatality is just kind of cracked out at this game.
He definitely makes the dream work, but I think about it like, do you know how many characters make like top 16 in any given major?
Not that many, really.
There's so many.
There's so many. I'm dumb.
There's one crack pick every single major.
You're right. You're right.
And so I just feel like Falcon's just one amongst the list.
Especially after the Wi-Fi era, after people were just leveling up with their uncommon characters. Yeah, you're definitely seeing a couple rando characters that you would not have expected to see in a top 16, top 8 make it that far. All that being said, Sensational has to buck up and figure out what they're going to do, because they are at 149 against DDD. This is really one forward tilt or one DD aerial away from being game, set, and match.
Really?
And there it is. This alley-ooping the Gordo back to himself, getting the inhale and the spit. Sensational. Kind of getting clapped up in that match.
That was crazy. Hello?
Probably one of the favorites of the tournament too, but Castelia maybe heard us talking and said, you know what, I'll show you what a favorite is.
Yeah, and DDD, it must be said, DDD, doesn't mind a little bit of latency when you're dealing with Gordo.
Oh, no, not at all. Shout outs to Smash Online. 13 frames of delay.
But that was, honestly, those first two stocks were just a masterclass from Castelia, who seemed to not be able to choose wrong. Stuff like empty hop, turnaround, grab.
Yeah.
And just real mix, caught Sensational sleeping just across the board. But with the Falcon, Sephiroth is pretty good in this matchup, so.
I was gonna say, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see the Sephiroth switch, if I'm being honest.
I say that to say, because I play Sephiroth into this matchup. and you can kind of just forward tilt and win.
Exactly. Forward tilt, forward air, the Gordo's away. You can't really. It's kind of hard to ledge trap Sephiroth sometimes because of that forward air. You can just kind of cling onto the stage and mix up your recovery timings. You can mix up the timings with the up B, whether it's charged a little bit or charged fully. So I really do feel like Sephiroth would have been a little bit better. But you know what? Who am I to judge?
No, and one of the fun things about Falcon is this matchup is because DDD is so big, Falcon can kind of run wild on DDD in a way that he doesn't really get to in other characters, but if you're catching neutral get-ups, it doesn't matter, Castelia!
Castelia letting that hammer run wild all over Sensational's face and got a quick 36% already.
This is insane.
Keeping this momentum going. Oh my goodness.
Sensational cannot approach right now. He is getting stuffed out of almost every single approach option.
Oh my goodness gracious right now.
And even
you know what?
The parry on Nair 1 into down smash.
I don't even have words for this. This DDD Castelia is just absolutely just completely just running over Sensational right now as he does get that Nair off stage. Definitely needed that to stop the bleeding just a little bit, but still 104% against a DDD.
Ooh.
Definitely not where you want to be.
This is one of the tough things about playing Falcon is he has those really early kill setups where, you know, you can kill characters like DDD at 50, 60, 70%, but if you don't get them, like that.
Now you were talking about big body characters and why Falcon loves them. That is exactly why right there.
Absolutely. But if you don't get stuff like that and you have to hit, you know, a raw nair, a raw back air, a dash attack, a character like DDD lives those hits until super late and can make life pretty tough for Falcon.
Right now, Sensational has a lot of momentum going right there. That up air into knee, definitely what they needed. They are sitting at 149%, which is definitely way more than DDD needs to get a KO. But I really love what Seth is doing right now, weaving in and out, not falling into the traps like they were doing into that first game, and looking primed to potentially win this game. I lied. Fantastic dash attack. I lied. Forget everything I just said.
That actually worked because of something that's kind of unique to Falcon in this game is his dash turnaround is the worst in the game, or competing for worst in the game. And so whenever you see a Falcon trying to dash dance like that, every time they turn around, they're committing at least 13 frames.
Yep. Most people have a dash dance that's relatively instant, for being honest, versus Falcon, who you can see that long animation there.
Yeah, and because of that, you know, really good on Castelia to know, I actually have time to throw out a dash attack, and if he's not ready, you know, there's not a lot of time to react to it.
No, not at all. Getting punished for that immediately. Oh my god, going for that Falcon kick, getting punished by that Gordo off the bat. The gentleman jab, getting some stage control right here. What's the option? Up smash? Oh, I thought the up smash was going to come up after that jump, but opting for the safer options instead.
Yeah, and
trying
now
to get back on the ground here.
We're kind of seeing what I was talking about, where because he didn't get that kill at those early percents, now he needs a raw hit, and DDD is going to live these forever. Even up B not close to killing at 135.
And yeah, you really can't play the percentage game with DDD. But does get that back here. But what I was going to say is you can't really play that percentage game with DDD because unless you're playing like a Ganondorf or a Bowser or something, they're probably KOing you a lot earlier than you're KOing them. So you have to get that big lead. Once you're above 75, you're really in kill percentage. So you can't really play that percentage game. But shout outs to Sensational there. I thought the Sephiroth pick would have been better, but making the Falcon work in that game too.
And I think the biggest difference we saw there was that big capitalization on the second stock. We saw, you know, the up air knee coming through, kill confirm, getting that stock early allowed Sensational to build enough of a lead for himself that, you know, killing late on the third stock didn't matter as much, right? Yeah, he had a little room to play with. If he didn't get another kill confirm like that, it was okay because he had enough time to build up that, you know, 150, 160%. I think that game looks a lot different if that kill confirm doesn't come through.
Oh, absolutely true. Absolutely true. And I do got to give a shout out to Castelia as well. This is a matchup that I feel like it's very volatile. You can get bodied both ways, but I feel like most people would agree that Falcon's probably a little bit better. To play a character like DDD this well, has all the ledge traps good, has all the stage traps good, knows the combos, knows everything like that. Taking a character that a lot of people I feel like is still a little bit underrated. A lot of people underrate in my opinion, and playing incredibly well with them. So big shout out to Castelia.
Yeah, man, every character in this game is underrated. You know what I mean? Like, you
Honestly,
you can show me any character in the game, and I can tell you one person who thinks they're underrated. Smash Ultimate's a bit of a wacky game like that.
there's 20 top 10 characters in this game.
There absolutely is. Castelia making the case for DDD is one of them.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. But you know what? I guarantee you there's somebody in the world who thinks DDD is in that top 10. I promise you there's someone there. But with that being said, Castelia, early stock, putting on a lot of work right now. Good backer to stuff out that Gordo, but does not matter to Castelia. And you gotta stay off that ledge against DDD because this is where the character thrives.
Because that's what happens.
This is where the character thrives. That dash attack, that 2 frames. You have the Gordos you can stick on the ledge. You have inhale. You have so many things that this character can do. And that's why you do not want to be anywhere near that edge against DDD.
Yeah, and one of the tough things about this matchup that we haven't really touched on yet is when Falcon up Bs, his hand actually goes a little bit above the ledge, which gives you more than 2 frames to hit him with something like DDD's dash attack. It's a little more generous than it is against other characters.
Yeah, design-wise, Falcon kind of suffers from a lot of stuff and suffering from a hammer to the gluteus maximus. Goodness gracious, that up smash. What? That was absolutely. I didn't even like take in that read until like afterwards. I was like, oh my god, that up smash read was absolutely insane. Sensational, getting put just really, really, really on their back right now. Shouts to Castelia.
Dude, he did inhale, dash back, charge, up smash. Like, that's the fakest thing we've seen today. Like,
it worked. Hey, it worked. It worked. That's all that matters. And right now, I'm wondering if we are going to see a switch from Seth.
As someone who plays both these characters, I know I personally would.
Nope, still going with the Falcon.
You know, feeling good about the Falcon. And I think, you know, if you're feeling good, you have a couple reads, you're feeling kind of strong about what you can get off your combos, that you can take a stock early, I think Falcon's a great pick, right? It's just a matter of actually getting those things to happen, which they did not last game at all.
Because Castelia is just doing such a good job of just building either a wall of projectiles or a wall of aerials, but just not letting Seth get in at all already at 107%. Jesus, didn't even realize that. And about to lose a stock already.
And we've been seeing Seth jump a lot in panic situations.
Bro, these ledge options,
I've never seen the reverse Gordo like that. That was really actually cool. Okay, Castelia just knows. Castelia is so deep in Seth's head right now. There's not much to say about it. Like, he just picking right over and over and over and over.
And the thing with DDD at the ledge, it's even if you don't pick right, you have so many options that you can kind of just throw out. Kind of like talking about throwing out options, throwing out that knee to get that confirmed. But again, with DDD, you have so many options you can throw out at ledge. Dash attack, down tilt, neutral beat, inhale, that you can throw at ledge that even if you guess wrong the first time, you can press 3 more buttons and potentially get it right.
Talking about it earlier, but we keep on seeing it. Seth keeps jumping in panic situations. And that is where, like, it seems like Castelia has caught on and is making the difference here. Because they're either up smashing, they're fairing at a shield, you know, they're back airing on the way up. It's all of these. Again, they expected him to jump out of shield there and went for the up smash. Sensational, perhaps realizing what the problem was and adjusting a little bit, holding that shield a little bit longer than before.
Definitely seeing a lot less random jumps than we were in those first 2 stocks as he gets that back air. Not quite enough to get the KO yet. Did they jab the Gordo right back at Castelia there?
Yeah, Gentleman also kills at that percent.
Oh, okay. 115 right now, Seth, with the slight lead, looking to bring this into a game 5 and is looking fantastic right here in this potential final stock of the game. 46%.
Yeah, after how devastating that first stock was, Sensational has done an absolutely incredible job of getting themselves back into this.
Up tilt right there. Oh, went for that up B command grab. Couldn't quite get that. But you know what? Did fade back to that platform safely. So ended up working. Randall back here.
It's something I've really liked from Sensational. As soon as I mentioned that jumping problem, where he kept getting hit out of jump in panic situations, we've seen him just hold that shield for just a beat longer, and
Yeah,
he's been able to get Castelia to swing
yeah.
and get those punishes now.
Now, when is Castelia going to realize that
Oh,
Seth isn't jumping as much? And went for that hammer kill right there. But yeah, when is Castelia going to realize that Seth isn't jumping as much now and change their game plan to kind of combat that?
yeah, isn't that the divine question of Smash Bros? When does the person adapt to the adaptation? Oh! I thought he was going for the roll. For sure.
Oh, I know Seth's life flashed before their eyes right there as
Oh
Castelia
my
gets the
gosh.
Gordo. Inhale, spit out combo to finish that game off. Castelia representing the University of Rochester Institute of Technology, playing fantastically. And would you consider that an upset? Because I definitely
I
would.
would, yeah, for
I
sure.
definitely would. We really thought that Sephiroth was going to be the favorite to win the tournament.
Yeah,
We talked about it earlier.
I thought so for sure.
So that was crazy. But Seth, I feel like had a lot of really good reads there and just ended up kind of missing quite a few of them, which is unfortunate. And if 3 or 4 of those landed, we're looking at a completely different set right now.
Yeah. And I want to talk about that last stock that Castilia actually took. It was really good, and we'll probably see it on the replays.
Yeah.
But Sensational or Setharoth had been trying to drop down up air to hit the Gordo's back at Castelia. And so what actually they did was they inhaled the Gordo, so Seth was not able to hit it, whiff, and then spit the Gordo back at him as a really interesting mix-up. Just like that.
And again, this character has so many options at the ledge. You throw the Gordo and you roll to a dodge that just to get hit by a down smash. As we see that fantastic, ooh, up air knee. Yeah, rewind that joint. I want to see that one more time. 2 into the one more. Boom. I absolutely love that combo from Falcon, no matter what Smash game it is in. But yeah, Castelia and DDD, just so many options at that ledge, and it's almost impossible to get through it without taking at least some damage.
Yeah, you have to be really familiar with when DDD is able to throw something out, and even then it becomes a bit of a guess. That was the hardest read we've seen all day. Inhale to dash back up smash, and then this ledge sequence was insane.
Yeah, 1,000. That's
Pop off the back,
gross.
like what? And you see Sensational actually trying to knee to hit the Gordo back. It didn't come out in time.
That option, or maybe a neutral air would have been better. It's a lot quicker of a move, and I'm pretty sure that also hits the Gordo's back. But too little, too late for Seth, as Castelia did take that 3-1. Shout outs to Rochester University Institute of Technology, taking that one, repping another smaller school.
Absolutely. I think the reason they went for the knee there was because the lingering hit of knee will also hit Gordo
Mm,
back. So it's more frames. You have time to hit it back. But unfortunately, knee a decent bit slower than neutral air.
yeah, absolutely crazy. The shout outs to both of them and everybody just joining us. We hope you are enjoying the tournament so far. A lot of fantastic matches, a lot of crazy characters. That's like the third match where we've seen kind of an unorthodox character. We got the Bowser Jr., the hero, and DDD. 3 kind of weirder, more
Yeah.
unorthodox characters. Maybe not on Wi-Fi, DDD especially. Maybe not on Wi-Fi, but it's glad to see that we're not seeing like Snake versus Palutena for the 17,000th time in the row.
Or I don't know if you watched the last major, but Roy versus Samus.
Oh yes, that was like this wasn't like 3 matches in a row. That
9 games in a row.
oh my goodness, that was absolutely crazy. That granted, I'm a person who loves Samus, so I don't mind. I like all the characters everyone else hates. I don't
Do
know
you?
what it is. Samus, I love watching. I love watching Hero. I love watching Steve. I'm seeing a lot of Sora hate right now. I love watching Sora. Pretty crazy, but yeah, this tournament has been really good so far. We have a lot more great matches coming up. And man, another big shout out to the sponsors. This would not be possible without them. Gummy Shot, Corsair, Mavix, Medify, Twitch Students, Gunner Optics, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and Dunkin' Donuts would not be possible again without them. And man, the schools that we have in this tournament and the people representing have been very interesting so far. I love tournaments like this. I keep bringing this up, but I love it because you get people who don't get to showcase their talents at the big tournament, getting to put themselves out here on the big stage, maybe for the first time.